And this is exactly why you have to watch who you get advice from, because honestly, sometimes you are losing the battle because you're wearing somebody else's armor. Let's get into the 60-second-ish Bible study. If you are new here, my name is Jazzy Nicole and I do faith-based content. Today we are on 1 Samuel chapter 17. When I tell you this chapter is heat, I mean every bit of that. So we're all familiar with the story of David and Goliath, but I need you to pay attention to this one piece that may be often overlooked. So boom. There is a battle currently going on between the Israelites and the Philistines. It's a standoff. Ain't nobody doing nothing. It's been 40 days. Ain't nobody doing nothing. They basically watching each other. You got tall old Goliath over there saying whatever he want to say. Yo mama jokes left and right. And then you have Saul, who is the current king. Now keep in mind, Saul was tall, but Goliath was 9 feet tall. So boom, David hops up on the scene doing his Uber Eats delivery. And then David decides, well, bro, I'm about to fight Goliath. So David interacts with Saul and Saul prepares David with Saul's own armor. That's pretty interesting because Saul has been sitting there for 40 days as king and hasn't put on the armor himself. Yet he is giving David his armor. Interesting. David puts on the armor and was like, bro, this is too heavy. I'm not fighting this. So David takes off the armor and goes forth to defeat Goliath. Now, this is what I want us to pay attention to. In verse number 38, Saul offered his armor to David. But in verse number 55, we see that Saul was still watching from afar as David defeated the Philistines. This is the thing. Oftentimes, we try to put on the armor, put on the techniques, put on the advice of people who wouldn't fight the fight in the first place. They watching. But the advice that they give us, the armor that they give us is inappropriate for the situation because it may be too heavy. One thing that we need to pay attention to is that when God calls us to assignment, he has already prepared us. He's instilled in us techniques and tools that we need in order to accomplish what we need to accomplish. Now, yes, oftentimes people are going to give us tips and advice that is going to help us, but we got to be seeking God's guidance first, because sometimes people will give you what they would use to armor up, but they would never even be in the fight in the first place. See, do you have a Saul in your life who is ready to give you advice, ready to tell you what to do, but they wouldn't even put themselves in your shoes because they're scared, because they're operating in fear, because they feel like they're not capable? This is again why you have to use discernment on who you listen to. This is the reason why you have to pray to your God and read your word so that when you are in intimate time with God, he can give you the confidence. He can give you the discernment. He can remind you that I've already prepared you, that you have no reason to operate in fear because, baby, I'm with you. You think I'm lying? Girl, look what David said. David said in verse number 45, see, you come to me, Goliath, with a sword, with a spear, with a javelin, but I come to you in the name of the Lord of heaven's army. Girl, see, God already started cooking. Stop asking other people for the recipe. Love you, bye.